Today, we're going to assemble a modular arched trellis. This video can be referenced for all arched trellis models. Inside the box, you'll find packages of hardware and all of the poles for your trellis. You will also find an instruction manual and a QR code that links to all of our assembly videos. Read through the instructions before beginning assembly and locate the configuration that you will be building. Today, we're assembling the VAT55 model. Start the assembly by ensuring that your garden beds are placed exactly 4.5 feet apart and are parallel. You can use a measuring tape to ensure that your garden beds are lined up properly. Once all the beds are measured and placed, the next step is to attach the connectors. Remove the hardware from the second and fifth bolt holes of a 17-inch garden bed or the second and fourth bolt holes of a 32-inch bed on the side of the bed that the trellis will connect to. Refer to your instruction manual to locate which rows will have connectors attached. The arched trellis is installed on the outside of your garden bed. The connectors will fit flush into the corrugated pattern of the bed. First, install an H2 bolt through the connector and the garden bed. On the inside of the bed, attach a washer and a nut from your garden bed. Remember, cap nuts are used for the top 2 rows of trellis connectors. Tighten the nuts using the included hand tool. Once all the connectors are attached to the bed, the next step is to install the straight arch poles into the connectors. One end of each pole is notched. The notched ends should be on the top. Line up the straight pole carefully on the bottom of the connector and push it into place. The pole will be flush with the back and the bottom of the connector, and the interior pre-drilled holes should line up. On the top row of connectors, the bolts should be inserted on the outside of the poles using the outside holes. On the bottom row of connectors, the bolts should be inserted through the poles using the inside holes. Attach cap nuts to the ends of all bolts and tighten. Once all the straight arch poles are secured to the connectors on both of your garden beds, you can begin building the trellis. Insert remaining straight poles over the notched top of the existing poles, followed by the arched poles. Ensure that the notched ends are always facing upward and the pre-drilled holes are aligned. You may find it easier to assemble the arches on the ground and then attach them as one piece, which we've done here. Do not install your hardware yet. You may need to use a stepladder to reach the top of the trellis during assembly. Once the arched poles are all assembled, connect the arches using the rounded link poles. In all the places where the arch frame pieces overlap, connect a link pole. The interior of the link pole is threaded and will align with the pre-drilled holes of the arch poles. Once the holes are aligned, insert a bolt, a plastic washer, and tighten using the included hand tool. Repeat this for all joints where the arch poles overlap. Once all the poles are installed where the frame overlaps, then we will install additional link poles between each existing pole. Use the same process to line up the pre-drilled holes, insert a bolt and a plastic washer, and tighten using the hand tool. If your configuration contains 3 sections, you will install the last set of poles, the reinforcing link poles, in the center section of the trellis following the same steps we've used before. Finally, fill any remaining holes with the plastic plug inserts. This keeps moisture out of the inside of your trellis. And that's it! Now you have fully assembled a VAT55 modular arch trellis. You can tie strings to the trellis to help your plants climb. I hope this video helped you, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful day in your garden.